Hey, YouTube Rando here. I wanted to show you guys my bug out bucket from my truck today. It's a little bit more updated, a little bit more stuff in it than the bag had. What I've done is I've taken everything that's not illegal to carry in the state of Texas and I put it in here. The only thing in here they could say anything about, there's a stainless steel hunting knife in here, you know. They might be able to say something about that. So I took the you know, the crossbow and the arrows and the 22 pistol and all the bullets and shit and put it in a backpack. And then what I've done is I've just dropped a couple bottles of water and some little bit of food into the backpack. So if I had to drop this bucket, I would still have the essentials to make it. You know, there's fire starter kit in there and all that good shit. So but I wanted to show you the bucket I carry in my truck. I carry this bucket, just switch hands, and it shouldn't wear me out too bad, you know, if I had to. But preferably, if my truck broke down or something, I would stay with my truck until help arrived or whatever. We just got some paper plates. Here's the first aid kit. I did a video on this one. Some Hawaiian Punch drink mixes for the kids. 250 big box of matches. Notepad, pencil and pen. Some toilet paper. Now I probably could squeeze a roll of toilet paper in here somewhere. But this thing, it just keeps getting heavier and heavier, and I've kind of came up with a plan that if you know, I had to walk long distance with this bucket, I could. With what's in here, I could make something to strap it to my back. Just some napkins, you know, run out of toilet paper. And this is what I would use to strap it to my back. It's a mesh utility bag. I would actually put the 5-gallon bucket in there and strap it to the backpack somehow, tie it to the backpack maybe, and just throw the backpack on, and that's how I would carry the 5-gallon bucket if I had to go for a distance. Some cigarette tubes, empty. A flashlight with 2 extra batteries on it. I kind of attach extra batteries to all my flashlights. That way, if you're carrying the flashlight in your pocket and batteries go out, you know, you have extra batteries on you. You don't have to go digging in the bucket for them. A little bit of tobacco, just for my nerves. This is a plastic tablecloth right here. It's got a rubber band around it. See if I can do this one-handed without popping my fingers. This is just a plastic tablecloth. You could use it for, I brought it because we do picnics when we go camping and shit, and we could just lay it down on the grass, but you could use it to make a shelter if you had to. It's a nice big piece of plastic. And then inside it we have these 12-hour glow sticks, snap and shake glow sticks. I have a couple of those just for, you know, extra light in the tent or whatever. My little, I use these mirrors a lot when I'm working on my vehicle, so I carry one actually in both our vehicles, and it's just made to look up under, you know, if you have a radiator leak or something, you need to look up under the hose and see where it's leaking at or whatever. You have that option to do so, or you could look around the corner and play Black Ops. We've got the hobo stove with the nails. I made a video on this one too.
This is okay, but then this is where we draw the line. We're filming.
I carry black rubber gloves if you have to clean fish or do anything, any kind of wet work. You have rubber gloves for doing that, you know. Electrical tape, one of those fancy heat stoves that I found at the Dollar Tree for $1 a piece. Another LED flashlight with 3 extra batteries attached to it. This right here I carry, it's a cold still, or quick still rather. They make cold still too, about the same thing. I've actually patched my radiator on my truck with this stuff, so I can testify that it works well. and you can grind on it actually when you're done. And it's like grinding steel damn near. This is just an extra string and clips for my crossbow. A little game to pass the time, solitaire, some AA batteries. My wife has long hair, so I carry bands and clips and little things like that for her. Keep her hair out of her face. Pair of some snap-on wrench, adjustable pliers rather, Bic razor. There's the arrows for the crossbow. It's just a crossbow pistol, and I've actually killed a rabbit with it before, so I know it'll work to take down small game. If I needed to be really quiet, you know, I could do so. Fire starter kit. That's actually the first video I ever made was on this kit right here. So I think the updated kit's actually in here too, because we took the bug out bag out of my wife's car. The USB charger, hand crank charger. It'll charge my wife's phone, but it will not charge a iPhone for some reason. It'll charge an iPod. Now they might say something about this too, but it is just ibuprofen, people. It's prescription ibuprofen. I mean, 850 milligrams, but 2 of these will, you know, knock a pain in its ass for a while. I got 2 adult rain ponchos. Now I have 2 kids, but I figured if we get caught in the rain, I could take that tablecloth and make them each a makeshift poncho real quick. These right here would swallow them, so a couple bottles of water. I actually thought I had 4 in here because there's 4 of us, but there's only 2, so we would have to do some sharing. Skewers, put your meat on and cook or whatever. I guess you could use them for some kind of trapping or something, I don't know, but I just put them in here for cooking, and because these things, you can light one on fire and actually just blow it, and it'll burn down like a damn cigarette, and it burns real slow, and it'll hold an ember all the way down it. So you could probably catch one of these on fire, keep the ember going, and transfer your fire from one camp to another, and have plenty of time to do it with these. So I have the fixed blade hunting knife. It's just a cheap one I throw in here. Have an extra knife. It's always good to have an extra knife if something happens to your primary. Now this is just food, bottled water, the homemade MRE kits we made. There's even some beans down in here for when we go camping. Put some beans on overnight, eat them with breakfast in the morning. These are black-eyed peas, but there's beans down in here. We got a bunch of packages of silverware with forks and spoons. Oh, something just fell. A pair of work gloves. This is 100 rounds of 22 long rifle ammo. It's hollow point. And then here is about another 50 rounds or 25 rounds or so. And this actually should be in the bag along with the other bullets I have in the backpack, in case I have to ditch the bucket. I'm not, you know, out. And here's just a little strap I threw in there. You know, I figure I'd find something to use it for. If, you know, nothing else, I could use it as cordage. These bread ties we use, you know, temporarily hang clothes or hang your tarp to make you a little shelter out of it. You know, if you get caught in the rain or something, you just need temporarily get out of the rain. Also, some nylon rope. I'd like to get some paracord for this, and we eventually will, but we're just taking it slow right now. Some zip ties, fishing string. I believe it's 15-pound test fishing string. And here's some thread and some needles and nails, and there's a piece of picture wire in there, picture frame wire to hang your pictures up. You could use that for a snare if you had to. You could actually probably cut it into and make a couple snares. Knife sharpener. I love these knife sharpeners. They make the job a little simpler. You just stick your blade in there and pull it out, and it'll sharpen it down just like, you know, razor sharp. Here's a little hammer that I did in my garage sale prepper find video. I carry it in the bucket. You know, something to hammer them nails in with. We got some electrical tape, some more 22 bullets. Carry lots of 22 ammo. It's cheap and it's lightweight. Some medical tape. Here's the updated fire starter kit I had made. I keep it in here as well. And then I keep a Bic lighter, razor knife, and these are the interchangeable blades here. I need to throw some blades down in here. I actually just bought them at a garage sale. Big box of them, so I need to throw some in here. More zip ties and another adjustable wrench here. Some trash bags. Keep shit clean. And then this is just this was actually in my bug out bag. It's the hand saw. And then we got some fishing string, a compass, a whistle, screwdriver set, Zippo lighter, Swiss Army knife. This is that 10-piece multi-tool right here. It's got a saw, can opener, bottle opener, all kinds of shit on it. Comes in handy, and there's actually an extra compass down in there that came off the end of a survival knife. Just in case your you know, party gets separated or you're going two different ways or something, you know, you have two compasses. Better to always have an extra just in case. And that's pretty much it, YouTube. Here's the cold still. You can tell the difference. This is white, and all you do is you just take this shit out and let air get to it, and then you just squish it up. It's got a different color material in the center than on the outside, and once you get those two materials mixed well, you just pack this putty around whatever you want. I did it around my I have a trans cooler on my truck that comes from the radiator, and then I have an oil cooler on the truck that comes from the radiator as well, and it was leaking behind the line where the bolt actually, you know, connects to the end cap. So I just packed this around it, and it lasted about 6 months before it started drizzling out, and then it lasted about another 4 months before it started spraying out. So I got about 10 months where I had to take it all off and repair it again. You know, I need to just take the truck and have the cap changed out, but I have to pull the radiator out, and I don't like working on my own shit because I work on other people's shit all day. Work on somebody's car all day, last thing you want to do is go home and work on yours. You know, I'm sure you guys out there who are carpenters know what I'm talking about when the wife wants you to do something when you get home and you're like, shit, I've done that all day. You know, I don't want to build anything. So, but that's pretty much it for the bug out bucket. And you seen it whenever I pulled the top off. It's pretty much full. I could fit a couple of other little small things in there, as long as they're light, because I would say the bucket probably weighs I don't know, roughly 20 pounds, roughly, give or take 5, somewhere in there. So it would wear an arm out, you know, long distance. But like I said, this is preferably to keep in my truck, and just in case we break down or something, or when we go camping, we'll have the bucket with us. Or, you know, if I was to go out shooting or something, I would actually take the bucket and empty it out and put everything into a bag and throw it on my back. So, and I have the backpack actually. It has it has the crossbow in it and everything. So everything that I can't carry, this is the only thing that a cop could talk shit about in the state of Texas. A fixed blade knife. But I think as long as you're not carrying it on your persons, it's not illegal. I think. Now, that, don't quote me on that. You know, one of you guys go live in Texas and throw a fixed blade knife in your truck, you might go to jail for it. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. And I think that Texas actually just changed their law. You know, you still can't open carry, but you can put a concealed weapon in your truck or car because it is an extension of your domicile. So I'm pretty sure I would have to look into it. I was just discussing it with a friend of mine who's a sheriff in Brazoria County, Texas, and he was telling me that yeah, they had changed the law, and cops were still arresting people for concealed handgun, you know, having a handgun in their vehicle. So he told me that pretty much they were full of shit, and it's true. Texas does do hog laws, which means if you don't know it's not against the law, they'll write you a ticket for it and you'll have to pay a fine. Like driving your car without shoes, there's no law in the law book that says you have to wear shoes to drive a vehicle. They're full of shit. And I've had a DPS officer tell me this, and I'm inclined to believe a DPS officer knows what he's talking about. So it's just like up till 2 years ago, we didn't have an open container law in the state of Texas, but they would arrest people for it all the time. You know, 5 years ago, you could pull up to a cop, crack your bottle of whiskey, pretend you were taking a drink, close it, put it back next to you, and there's shit he could do about it. But they were still arresting people. If you don't know it's not against the law, it's called a hog law. They're going to bust you on it and take you to jail for it and everything. But so up till 2 years ago, there wasn't even an open container law in the state of Texas. But yeah, I'm starting to ramble on here, YouTube, so I'm going to get off of here. As soon as we get another bucket made up for the car, I'll do a video on it, because I'm going to do it a little bit different. It's going to be my wife's bucket. And I'm probably going to go with a smaller bucket, probably 3 gallon or something. A little bit smaller, something she can handle with nothing but lightweight material in it. Water and food and shit, we'll just put in a bag and put in the car that she can carry with her. So if we go into the bush camping or something, she can just take the bucket and throw the bag on her back, just like I'm going to do. So, alright, YouTube, thanks for watching.